सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्। Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Jambakam yajamahe, sugandhim pushtivardhanam, urvarukamiva bandhanan, mृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्। Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Sahanavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviyam Karavahai Tejasvi Navadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityoamritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Good evening. कैसा है आप सब लोग? ठीक है? Keeping well? No, this weather is not good for health, so take care of yourself. Many people are getting fevers. My dispensary is full with patients. Right. You might have seen the title of today's prayer meeting discussion below on the screen. Choosing a friend in life. Why do we need a friend? మనకి స్నేహితుడు అవసరమా? दोस्त को कुछ जरूरत है क्या? Can't we do without a friend? We all have friends. We do need friends. At least one friend. Our mind is constituted in such a way, it's very difficult to keep it in a high spirit all the time. Sometimes it goes down, sometimes it's on a high. Sometimes it's on a crest and sometimes it's in a trough, like a wave. If you have a friend, when you are feeling low, The friend will be in high mood, let us say. He will help you so that the mind gets some support from outside. When your friend is feeling low, but you are in good spirits, high spirits, you can extend some support to your friend. Right? That support you will get. You just see today's society, there are so many people who are feeling lonely and are getting depressed. Why? They keep their negative thoughts to themselves. They don't have a friend to whom they can confide their innermost thoughts. Somebody with whom actually you can share your innermost thoughts, ideas, emotions, feelings that will help you to unburden yourself. If it is a positive thought, there is no need actually to share it. But if it is negative, if somebody is not there to share and to unburden yourself, that accumulates, and it will overpower you after some time. Right? It's affecting everybody across the board today. In rich families, educated families, around you are your family members, but everybody is feeling lonely. Everybody feels that as if they are in an island. Nobody for me. Nobody thinks for me. Nobody loves me. Many people have this sense, nobody loves me. The other day, one patient came. She brought her daughter. Mother is a patient, daughter is also a patient. Daughter actually is born blind. The mother takes good care of her, but still the daughter feels that mother is not giving her enough love. And that's the reason actually she developed a lot of frustration. She feels it is her own imagination, of course. Who else loves children more than mother? So now the problem is mother is telling that my daughter hates me. She thinks that I'm not loving her enough. I'm not taking good care of her. Already she is blind, the daughter is. Over and there above this frustration and this anger against mother. And mother is the only support for her. She cannot even go out without support of mother because she is totally blind. Very pathetic. So how much role the mind is playing in. So it's very important when you have any negativity, there is a friend with whom actually you can confer. I feel like this, what I should do. A good friend, okay, who helps you, supports you. Choose. If you don't have one such, what I have to do, what you have to do. At least, as I have said, keep the company of books, good books. For example, literature like Vivekananda's literature. It will help you, to strengthen your mind, to keep the mind in a high mood all the time. Because when you read a person like Vivekananda, you are keeping the company of that individual himself, right? Because manasam with the manavam, what is a human being? Ideas and thoughts, right? Mind. So when you read Swamiji's literature, you're keeping the company of that man of extraordinary strength, extraordinary courage, and extraordinary wisdom. So that is the best company. It's called satsanga. Reading scriptures, reading the biographies of great people, reading the thoughts of great people, keeping the company of such books is real satsang. Also, you can have the company of God Himself through prayer, through meditation, through repetition of God's name. You utter God's name and believe that God is with you. That also actually helps you to keep the mind in a positive state all the time. There was one Swami in our order. I think now he passed away. He always would go alone everywhere. Sometimes, brother monks were worried. Maharaj, आप इतना उम्र में अकेला कैसे जाते क्यों जाते हैं? Why do you go alone in this age? 75, 80 also you would travel alone. Bus, train, everywhere. All the pilgrimage places. So when we say that, you take somebody, some assistant, if something happens to you on the way, who will support you, will help you. He says, why? I'm not alone. 3 people are following me, accompanying me all the time. Then the brother monks asked, who are the 3? We see you always, going alone. Then he showed a photo. He pulled out a photo, 3 in 1 photo, and he showed those 3. Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother Sarada Devi, and Vivekananda. Why? These 3 are with me all the time. Okay. Always believed that I'm not alone. Okay. The Holy Trio is with me. So when you develop such faith, the Lord is with you for sure. And you don't need the company of anybody else. Still, you reach that state where you have developed true faith in the divine. It is better to have a good friend with whom you can share your innermost thoughts. A friend in need is a friend indeed. You know the saying in English. A fair weather friend is no friend at all. Okay? When we are in trouble, the friend will desert us, will go away from us. When we are in good circumstances, the friend will be with us. You know that such friends are no friends. And also, it is important if you don't get a good friend, as I said, that keep the company of books, but never get into bad company. Today, so many people they spoil their character because they get into the company of bad people. Friends will influence us. You have to discriminate. You have to use your discretion, how good they are. By keeping their company, will I be able to build my character, build my personality? Hmm? Will it help me actually to enhance my understanding of life? Or what kind of habits they have? Otherwise, we'll pick up the habits from them. No, most of the people today they are doing because my friends have asked me to do. They are doing, so I have also done. You may not be interested sometimes. The pressure of the peer group, the pressure of the friends. People are taking alcohol, sometimes drugs also. Not that individual is bad himself or herself, because what others are doing, what the friends are doing, you tend to do. You tend to imitate them. It's a bad company. God is there in all. Sri Ramakrishna used to say, God is there in all. God is there in tiger also. But you don't go and embrace the tiger, saying, oh, tiger God, you are my friend. It has its nature, right? God is there in scorpion also. Because God is there in scorpion, will go and handle the scorpion in your hand, take the scorpion in your palm and say, oh, scorpion God, how beautiful you are. No, it has its nature to sting. It will sting. Mm. Like that, in human being, all kinds of people are there. You have to avoid the company of bad people. You have to use your discretion and only try to have the company of good people. Otherwise, if you don't get such company, keep the company of books. And the highest thing is to keep the company of the Lord. How you can keep the company of the Lord? Through prayer and repetition of God's name. And you repeat God's name and believe that God is with me and He will be with you. Okay? Thank you. Nice evening.